David Elliott here for 580 News. Once again, Riley County has the healthiest residents in Kansas, and southeast Kansas continues to lag behind most of the rest of the state. Brian Thompson has more on the new county health rankings released by the University of Wisconsin Population Health Institute and the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation.
Kansas Health Institute analyst Gianfranco Pezzino says the reason these trends continue is actually pretty simple.
The health outcomes and the poverty map are almost totally overlapped. They're almost identical, and that's really what drives our health.
Pezzino says Riley County has a couple of factors working in its favor: Fort Riley and Kansas State University. Those institutions both attract a lot of young people. In addition, the military provides good quality health services to all of its members and their families. I'm Brian Thompson.
By the way, Shawnee County was ranked 65th healthiest in the state. And as Robin and Megan have been talking about, Topeka City Council member John Alcala found himself rendering a little more public service this morning than most would expect from a part-time politician. The Topeka Capital Journal reports Alcala helped rescue a man who was pinned underneath the car he was working on this morning. The councilman, who's been out for the past several weeks recovering from a blood clot in his leg, heard a woman's screams for help as he was waiting to be taken to a doctor's appointment. Alcala went across the street and was able to put an unlocked hydraulic jack in the locked position and lifted the car to help free a man who'd been pinned underneath the car for about 10 minutes. The man was conscious and talking as he was transported to the hospital by an AMR ambulance crew. Budget shortfalls caused the Kansas Supreme Court to announce today courts across the state will close for 5 dates beginning April 13th. The other dates, all Fridays through the end of the fiscal year 2012, are April 27th, May 11th, and 25th, and June 8th. This morning in Topeka, Chief Justice Lawton R. Nuss said he and the courts don't want to criticize anyone, but they cite the legislature's failure last week to approve a $1.4 million supplemental appropriation for the judicial branch that would have allowed the courts to meet their payroll.
The point is this: we simply cannot be assured that the money will come from the legislature. What many people thought was a sure thing last Friday turned out not to be a sure thing.
All the hearings and other business on the closure dates will be postponed until further notice, and citizens affected will be notified ASAP. A community-wide volunteer cleanup effort is planned for this Saturday to clear Burnett's Mound. Brad Lovelace heads up the West Star Green team. Long pants and gloves would be good attire for those helping out, but otherwise,
we'd like folks to bring anything they have that will help them cut brush. It can be a chainsaw if they have one and are comfortable with that, but loppers or hand saws are great, or pruners even. Whether you have equipment or not, come on up. We'll have work for you. It'll be a beautiful day up on the mound, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
He says volunteers should start gathering around 9 a.m. Saturday morning. You can stay and help for as long or short as you wish, and if you're still volunteering through the noon hour, lunch and drinks will be provided. Pre-registration is requested so they know how many people to provide lunch for. Simply call 575-8125. A North Central Kansas Community College will spend about $150,000 to lower 3 wind turbines after the FAA said they were too high. Cloud County Community College risks losing $1 million in federal grant money if administrators don't lower 110-foot-tall turbines. A senior U.S. defense official says 2 American soldiers are among at least 10 people killed by a suicide bomber in northern Afghanistan today. NATO says a service member was also killed along with 4 other police officers. 65 degrees here in Topeka with overcast skies, 64 in Lawrence. Here's Dave with your forecast.